Hello, this is Lenore with the Love and Live Show. Yes, I am back, and I got some things to say today. So today I want to talk about dating, okay? One thing I have realized since I've been around and I've been married for almost 19 years, and even before then, people don't like to date. Now, I love dating. Dating was a time to get to know a guy that I was seeing, and I've seen like about 5 or 6 of them, and I dated each one. Now, I didn't have sex with any of them, so you know, dating don't mean go out there and have sex. I know that's what it means now, and I don't know how we switch dating from real date courting, those type of things, to having sex, being in a relationship with somebody. I don't know how that happened. So I'm just saying, what is up with this new process of thinking that people have? Dating is a time for you to get to know the young man or woman that you're seeing. So yes, you can date several different people. Now, I'm not saying go have sex with several different people. Matter of fact, this is not even about sex. So when I'm talking about dating, let's not even include sex into this conversation, okay? I want you to understand, when I say dating, that means a man is coming to pick you up, and he's going to wine and dine. You know what you're going to do, ladies, is you're going to get dressed, take some shower, wax your legs, your arms, do your thing, get your hair done, make sure your makeup is perfect, so you can look good for this man. And this man is going to look debonair and looking good, and hey, and you guys go out on the town and have a good time. Now, when I, was dating back in the day, they had this thing where it's called, you're dating and a guy takes you out, or it's we Dutch. That's what that's called. They Dutch. So one time I paid, one time he paid. They do that. I'm old school, so I never did the Dutch. Guys would get upset about that one. Ain't my concern at this moment. I just do what I got to do, But, I just don't understand why people don't date. And everybody keeps going, oh, well, Lenore, things are not the way it was back in the day. It's totally different. You've been married for a long time. You don't understand. Lenore, you just don't get it. You already got you a man, so you don't have to deal with the same process we do. You're right, I don't. So I know I don't get it. I know I don't. But my thing is, if everybody's doing the same thing, what makes you different when you're dating that guy? What makes you different when you're dating that girl? If everybody's doing the same thing, why don't you do the old school way? Or do something that makes it where you're the man and she's the woman, or you're the woman and he's the man. We don't even know how to make our men feel like men anymore. And we sure don't know how to make a woman feel like a woman. Now the woman is playing a man's role, because I think it all stems from dating. We lost how to date. They got this new thing called Netflix and chill. Now, from what I hear and how I hear it, that's just a form of having sex. Sex is so freely done these days, it's ridiculous. So let's stop all that. Let's just really take time. Date one another. And it's all right to date more than one person. How would you know if you don't take the time to date different guys? If you only date one guy, of course you're going to have feelings for him, and your feelings are going to grow, and you guys have this relationship. If you only date one girl, the same thing, of course, because that's the only person you're seeing. But if you're dating 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 different people, you can actually know, well, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to deal with this. You have those options now, because it's not just one person. You have multiple people. You have multiple people. You have multiple people to choose from, and to see if that's who you want to be with. Those are the deals that you want. Those are the things that you want to think about that we are losing, Like, I know when I was dating this one guy, he was cool. Everything was cool. He had a nice job. He was really well-mannered and everything. But what I didn't like is he had bad breath. And no matter how many minutes I gave him or anything he did. So, I was trying to have a conversation with him about it, and, be really nice, because it's really hard to have these conversations, And I just remember he was like, deal with it. Like, I'm not going to go to the dinners about it, deal with it. So, like, I can't get past that. And I might have, I don't know, I might have would have been able to get past it if it was just only him. But I had a whole bunch of other people to date. So like, I don't have to suffer through this. And there's things that you might nitpick, but you have the right to nitpick because you have the right to find out who you're dating. Because dating means I'm getting to know you to see if I want to go any further. Then we can say, do you want to be my boyfriend or do you want to be my girlfriend? Well, I wasn't going to ever ask a guy that, but you know, those are things that I did that you could do, you know. And I remember a guy, this one guy, he couldn't stand me because I wouldn't call him. Like, the only time I called is like when I said, I'm going to call you right back. That was the only time I called him. But he got so mad. He tried every way for me to call him. And I'm like, I don't call dudes. I just don't do that. My mom didn't teach me to call dudes. I'm not supposed to call dudes. And it's always been something that I dealt with, even to the husband I have to say. And I was, you know, everybody's like, well, you're never going to find anybody. You're never going to find anybody. You're never going to find anybody. Well, I found somebody. And he called. And I was like, it's a simple task of that. But we don't have even standards for ourselves. Our standards are totally different than the way they were back in the day. And I think a lot of that does stem from how do we date and how we saw our parents when they were dating. If our parents were single or if our mother and father were married and living together, did they date each other? Those are different forms of things that you see. And I think we need to go back to dating. So stop Netflixing and chilling and having sex when you first meet somebody or thinking you're in a relationship because you now had sex with somebody you first met and didn't even get the time to get to know one another. Date several people. And I know everybody tells me, I don't want to date more than one person. I don't want to. That's just not me. Then don't do it. But I don't know what makes you different. And, you know, how's it working for you so far? That's how I look at it. How's it working for you so far? I know I'm married and but I did it. And my mother told me these rules when she was younger. Her mother told her the same rules when she was younger. It goes always stems back. So why is it different now and it wasn't different then? I mean, come on. Something had to work. And I'm not saying it's perfect and people don't get divorced. I was married before I got a divorce. But there's some guidelines that I didn't follow and now I followed them. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm as perfect because I got a perfect marriage and it's perfect for me. You know, but I'm not saying it's not, you know, like we don't have issues and stuff. Just saying, I think a lot of things stem when you have yourself and you hold yourself at a high standard. But maybe the first thing you need to do is learn how to date yourself. Maybe then you might enjoy the things. Take yourself out. I still date myself and I'm married. I go to the movies and I enjoy myself and I tell you I am an expensive date at the movies because I go to the movies. Of course you got to pay for the movies. Then I buy me a drink. I buy me some popcorn. If I want some ice cream I buy it. I'm an expensive date when I go to the movies. I don't go all the time but when I go I am spending some money on myself when I go to the movies. I used to do that with my son when he was a baby. We used to go to the movie every Friday. He would get a whole package because it's a date night. And I wanted him to understand. So now when he takes his girlfriend, and he's 14, he took his girlfriend to a steakhouse for dinner. Now, she was trying not to eat, but he paid for it. I know it was a whole family thing. We was all there. But he paid for himself, and he paid for her. And that's how I'm trying to raise my kids to learn to date and be different. Don't be rushing into a relationship because everybody else is in a relationship. Everybody else ain't happy. Are you trying not to be happy too? Good one. Well, anyway, this is Lenore with the Love and Live Show. And, of course, love and live each day as if it was your last. Have a great day. Smooches.